Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and today we are doing more Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, and we're heading off to the Asteroid Belt, which I gotta say, it's probably one of the most obscure levels in this game. I mean, most Tony Hawk games, they have levels that are more or less realistic to the real world, but this is kind of more like something I would see in a bonus level. I mean, I kind of assume we're in outer space, I guess. But anyway, here to tackle all the missions on SIG difficulty. Well, the first mission, High Score Harbinger, of course, is another high score challenge, and for SIG rating here, you need 5 million points. And I guess strategy as usual, just keep going off of quarter pipes and building up a good combo. Use revert manuals, use specials, and also with the new power-up, it allows you to have low gravity, so you can actually spend more time in the air, and pull off longer grabs if you want to. And speaking of the new power-up, I gotta say the low gravity thing, it's kind of a hit and miss in this level, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Kind of depends on the level and the current situation, but I get more to that later. Well, for bigs in space, it's another big head challenge, but with the added difficulty of not being able to grind. And for SIG rating here, you need to last up to 95 seconds. And I say the best strategy here is to just keep going off the quarter pipes and just doing revert manuals. And then when you need to, just land the combos to get the percentage down to 0. And also avoid the low gravity power up for this one, as it would make you launch up in the air a lot longer, but the thing is here you need to kind of pull off moves a lot quicker. So it'd be better off not using the power up at all. Galactic Grinder is another grind challenge where your score depends on the amount of time grinding multiplied by your current multiplier. And for a sick rating here, you need 10,000 points. And I guess the strategy is as usual, just keep going off the quarter pipes, keep building up the multiplier, don't worry about the score that you're getting. And then when you're ready, just grind on the edge of the pool, and hopefully you should have enough points in just a few seconds. But the mission Warp Speed Rings is another ring challenge where you have to go through all the rings within the time limit. And for sick rating here, you have to do it in 45 seconds. And for the most part, the rings are laid out straightforward and they're easy enough. But the problem is the whole low gravity power-up makes it more harder than it needs to be, as for some reason it doesn't really mix well when it comes to the slam maneuver. I think mainly because since you're so high in the air and when you try to slam, it sometimes misses the grind completely. And I guess until they patch it in the future, the best strategy here is if you are going to try to grind, just make sure that you're kind of low enough where you can make sure that you can actually make the grind. Well, for Extraterrestrial Egg Eradicator, which is probably one of the longest names for a mission, it's similar to the whole beach ball in the pool challenge from the barracks, where you have to, in this case, clear out all the eggs from the pools. And for sick rating here, you have to do it all in 80 seconds. I say the best strategy here is to find groups of eggs to knock them all at once to save yourself some time, as you have to move across 2 pools. And you most likely will want to clear out half of them within half of the time limits, that way you have enough time to get to the other pool. Well, for Pudding Pack Panic, you have to collect a certain number of pudding packs and bring them back to the center area. And for sick rating here, you have to collect up to 60. And this one is kind of on the difficult side, as, well, with the added difficulty of the grinding not working too well, the thing is, you're more or less not going to have enough time to collect all 60 before the time limit, so more or less you're going to have to go over the clock, and it might take some attempts to do that. And I know for the most part there are plenty of ways to accomplish this, but for my strategy I say just go around the pool area, collect as much as you can, and then just keep grinding on the upper rails to get yourself to the other pool, and just keep doing the same thing. And hopefully I'd say try to collect up to about 40 on your first run through. and afterwards take it back to the center area, and then hope for the best that you can have about 30 seconds spared so you can try it again. And just try to collect another 20 and you should be okay. Well, the mission Baleful Bot Basher, you have to smash through all the mechanical bots as fast as you can. And for secret rating here, you have to do it in 25 seconds. And luckily this is actually one of the easier missions, as all the bots are laid up in a good line, so you just gotta follow it as fast as you can. Combo Constellations, it's another combo-based challenge where you had to get a certain combo by the end of the time limit. And for this case, for a sick rating, you had to get up to 1 million points. And I say first things first is to obviously grab the low gravity power-up, as you're most likely going to need it. And afterwards, just get up to the pool area, just keep tricking until you get your special going. And then after that, just perform specials, revert manuals, and do tricks in between. And should easily be able to get 1 million points. Well, for Defy Gravity, you get a score dependent on the amount of time in the air, multiplied by your multiplier. And for Sick Rating, you need to collect up to 20,000 points. And luckily this is another easy mission, as I guess for this case the low gravity power-up is made specifically for this one. So all you really need to do is get the low gravity power-up, head over to the pool area, and just keep building up a combo while launching yourself in the air. And you should get the 20,000 points in no time. But the last mission, Eclipse of the Trick, is another Tony Says challenge, where you get points on the moves that Tony calls out. And for a sick rating, you have to get 250 points. And of course they added more to the difficulty by making you do more advanced flip tricks, making you do lip tricks, manuals, and sometimes moves with specials. And occasionally they might call out some moves that Tony didn't say, so you had to watch out for that. And the question whether or not the low gravity power-up is needed, I'll leave that up to your choice, as I guess it could work either way. If you have low gravity power up, you could pull off more moves in the air before landing. But overall, it really just depends on the moves they call out. Well, for the most part, this level is on the frustrating side, mainly because of the bad physics, but if you keep practicing, you should be able to get all the missions done on SIG difficulty. Well, I guess on the next video, I'll tackle the last level, which is Mountain. This is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.